Part 2, Building Applications with Anypoint Studio. Our goal in Part 2 is going to be focused on actual development of Mule applications and how these look in the context of APIs and integration-based applications. Our objectives include learning how to debug Mule applications, read and write message payloads, properties, and variables using the Mule expression language, the structure of Mule applications with flows, subflows, in-memory message queues, property files, and config files, connecting to web services, SaaS applications, files, pulled resources, JMS queues, and more. We'll learn about routing and filtering messages, along with how to validate them and handle exceptions. We'll learn how to write data weave expressions for more complicated transformations and how to process individual records in a collection and synchronize data in databases to SaaS applications. Module 5. Accessing and modifying Mule messages. My name is Josh Rosso. I'm with the Services Department in MuleSoft, and I'm going to be walking you through Module 5. In Module 5, we'll take a deeper dive at the Mule message structure along with some of the pieces that can be attached to the Mule message, such as properties, a payload, variables, and so on. Our objectives will be logging message data, debugging Mule applications, reading and writing message properties, writing expressions using the Mule expression language, and creating variables. So first off, accessing information about Mule messages. Viewing Mule messages with DataSense. In Anypoint Studio, you're going to hear this thing called DataSense. DataSense provides the ability to proactively discover metadata from internal and external sources. It keeps you from having to manually discover information about the data, such as your data structures under the covers in various systems. It facilitates transformations by providing data weave, a transformer we'll be using, the expected input and output from where the message came from and where you want it to go. There's also a DataSense Explorer in the Properties view of Studio, and this will let us see things like our message structure. Think seeing the schema of your database right in the design time before you do anything with that data. Other ways that you can view message information. Well, Mule of course supports logging, and you can put logging components in flows and view the output using Anypoint Studio console. You can also use the visual debugger, allowing us to set breakpoints and step through and see visually how our message is progressing, and also use a Mule expression evaluator to look at different expressions and their results. We can subsequently use autocomplete when writing expressions in Anypoint Studio's visual editor.